Hi everyone, this is the tutorial for Good Enough. My name's Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. Okay, so we are in standard tuning for this song, and the introduction starts off with 3 chords. Now there are 2 parts being played. There are lower chords and some higher chords. We're going to focus on the lower chords, which starts off with a D major chord, which is an open D string, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, and 2 on the high E string. I'll talk about strumming and structure afterwards. However, the next chord is an E minor chord, which is an open E string, 2, 2 on the A and D strings, and then 0 on the remaining strings. We then have a G major chord, which is the last chord of the intro, and we need a 3 on the E string, 2 on the A, 0, 0, 0, and then a 3 on the high E. If you play G major with 4 fingers, with that finger on the B, then feel free to do it. It works just as well. So, what we do for the introduction is we have 1 bar of the D in the E minor, and then twice as long on G major. And we have this. So it's pretty much full on down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for each chord. And if you were to play through those chords twice round, then you've got the full introduction. So when the vocals come in, it is the first verse, and there are just some slight changes to what we need to play. So it starts off with the D major, but we'll play through it twice. And you'll notice the strumming, I've changed it ever so slightly. From what I can hear on the track, they emphasise one of the upstrokes. Which is down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. Or if you're counting along, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We play that through twice for the D major. We then get to an A major chord, which is an open A string, 2, 2, 2 on the D, G and B, and then an open E string. Just once round, and then we get to a G major chord. So I'm going to play those chords through once without talking so you can hear how the first verse comes together. Now, if you were to play those chords round twice, you would get the first verse. Now, just before I show you the chorus, which changes things up yet again, if you're interested in getting the chord chart for this, where it has every chord wrote out in the full order and the full structure, as well as the chords and lyrics matched up, let's say you want to sing and play along and you want to know which chord goes with which word, then head on over to Patreon. There is a link in the description. And for the cost of a coffee, you get access to not only this song, but a bunch of other songs. I think at this point around about 350, 360 songs of the latest releases over the past few years. So yeah, feel free to check that out. But leading into the chorus, we do start off with D major. We'll have an E minor, and then a G major. Now that is the same set of chords for the introduction, but the way we play it is different. And we're kind of breaking up the chords a little bit. So I'm kind of strumming to begin with, and then I'm just picking some of the notes of the chords. And I'm not necessarily being precise or I'm not being consistent, I'm just picking notes a little bit at random just to fill out the gap, which is what it seems like they're doing on the track. And then they do the same with the E minor. So you can see I'm strumming a couple of times, then picking. And then I do the same on G. Now, if you were to play through those chords twice, you've got yourself the full first chorus. Now, looking over to my notes, we have a second verse. And the second verse, literally the same as the first, where you have D major for 2 bars, A major for a bar, and G major for a bar. However, the kicker is for this verse, instead of playing it twice, you'll play it 3 times. So yeah, there's lots of little minor details just to remember, so it might be worth checking out those extra sheets on Patreon, just so you don't forget any of the really key details for this. However, looking at the next part, we do have a chorus, so there is no pre-chorus in this, it just jumps straight to the chorus, which thankfully is the same as the first, which was D, E minor, G twice. Do all of that a second time, and you've got yourself the second chorus. We then get to the bridge, which changes things up yet again. We have E minor to G. Now, E minor and G are chords that we've seen already, but the strumming changes quite drastically. So I'm playing down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And you'll notice that I'm stressing some of the downstrokes. The third downstroke, 1, 2, 3, I'm getting all of the strings. The first 2, I'm focusing on the lower set of strings. And then the down up, I'm just playing all the strings. So just a few strings to begin with. Then all of them. And then you've got 2 of them after that. Now, if you play E minor to G twice round, you get the bridge. We then, looking over to my notes, we get a chorus, which goes back to normal. That is the D to E minor and G 4 times round for this chorus. And the final part that we need is an outro, which is D, E minor, G major. And if you play through those 3 times, you've got to the end of the song. So there we go, we have quite a lot of different sections to this song and lots of different parts that you've got to try and remember. And if you're anything like me, I can't remember anything, so I need my sheets to one side like I do right now. And if you would like those, head on over to Patreon. Like I said, there is a link in the description for that. So, thank you very much for watching. I also want to say thanks to the people on the screen who are my active patrons. So the moment this video goes live, they will get access to that content straight away. So thanks to them for their support, thanks to you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.